Hi, welcome to You Turn Your Career series. In this series, I keep answering all your questions related to your career and your career growth. Okay, so even if you have any doubts or questions you want to ask to grow in your career, you go below this video and you find the link and you leave your questions there, right? I'll be answering and I'll reach out to your mailbox too. Let's look at one of the questions now. One of the person has asked, I have 12 years of experience. Even though I do well in my job, I often feel I am missing something in my career. Can you please help me to understand this? Okay, fine. So while answering this question to this particular person, and this is for all of you who feel like you're not getting the fulfillment or a kind of not getting the full satisfaction in your job, so this is for you also. So I'll give you 3 steps what you can really do. I encourage you to take a notepad and then keep noting down these 3 steps. Okay, the first thing is ask yourself, what are your interests, likes and skill sets? This is very important. When I say interest, it could be anything. You as a person, what and all you feel it's interesting to you, and you don't look at anything. You keep working on that. You are fully on that. So what are those kind of activities or roles which you like? Okay. When I say skill sets, you may be having a lot of skills, right? Reading, writing and sending mail or convincing, influencing, your technical knowledge, your management skill, your managing people, so many things, right? Anything, any skill. So what are you good at? Find out that. That's the skill set which is so very close to your heart, and I would say that you should be an expert in that. You feel you are an expert in those skill sets. This is the first step. Okay, let's look at the second step. What are you actually offering in your job? Okay, so for this, just think about the different roles you may be doing in your job. It could be some technical matters, or you may be from the accounts or finance, managing the finance, or you may be a trainer, or you may be a mechanical engineer or IT engineer, whatever it is, right? So what you are doing, what roles you are playing, and what are your major roles, right? Is it managing people or managing the technicalities, or what is that? So find out what are those bullet points, right, which your job is demanding from you. This is the second step. Now the third step is just see that the first list, which is your interests, likes and skill sets, and number 2, the second list is what your job is demanding. Okay, so just see 1 to 1, is it matching? How much percentage it is matching? Say, let's say you have listed out 10 skill sets, 10 interests here, right? You as a person, which you are good at, which you feel you have that thing with you, and here the job is demanding, right? So out of 10, how many are matching, right? Find out that, and see that the major roles here are majority of the time which kind of skill or which kind of work your job is demanding from you. Is it from this list 1 or not, right? That also you find out. Okay, so when you find out matching this, right? Say, let's see this. If you have a list of 10 things which you are interested, which you are skilled, and which you feel you like to do, all that, and the job which is demanding is entirely different, right? So when you go to work, actually you are wearing a mask, right? You may be good at doing it, but with a lot of hard work, and maybe deep inside your heart you don't like to do those things, but still you will be doing it, right? So I'm not questioning about your ability to do that. You'll be doing. But just imagine if everything or majority of the things which your job is demanding is matching with your skill sets, your interests, and you are in the right track, right? So, this is for the person who has asked this question, and to all, if you find a kind of not fulfilling in your career or not satisfied, irrespective of even though you have good position, salary, growth, and everything, and if you find it like not satisfactory, this could be one of the main reason, I would say, non matching your skill sets and what the job demands, right? Okay, right. So now you may be asking, right, how to overcome this problem. So now let me give you 5 points, 5 tips for you to work on. Are you ready? Number one is you have to tweak your roles if it is possible for you, and if you have the power, if you have the authority, or if you are defining the roles, you take charge. So the tweak your roles in such a way that what are the major tasks which you are good at is coming in your roles. Okay, so few tasks which if you are not good at, or if you are, it's not your cup of tea, if possible you can delegate it or give it to others, or you can have it as a minor portion. Okay, that's the first tip I would say. The second point is you can ask for a role change or a rotation, job rotation. Role change in the sense you may be doing a certain set of tasks and you can ask to get into another role where you can contribute more. Okay, that's a way. And in some organizations there is a job rotation possible within the department, within the company, or within the group, all that, which is for your comfort and for the company's liking. You can go and ask for it, and it is possible you can grow more, right? So there are many people who have I have coached, and when they came with this problem, when I said like create your role, liking role, and go and ask for it, and if they say yes, and that's the biggest thing you are making, organizations also get benefit out of it, because you will be coming on your own and you will be contributing, ready to contribute, and what's it, who can stop you? So it's good. So this is the second tip I would say for you to get into the satisfaction. Okay, the third one is very interesting. Some of you may be thinking that no, this is not possible in my organization, or you may hesitate to ask because of your own thought, and maybe the situation may be like that, right? People may not encourage you to ask for role change or rotation and all. But this, they cannot stop you, because this is taking up additional responsibility in CFT, cross-functional team projects, all that. Okay, so you have to go and ask for, can I do this as additional responsibility to my present roles, right? So that many times people will look at, because every manager is looking forward for someone to take initiative and do the things, right? So now when you ask for this additional responsibility, there are two things. One is there is a possibility for you to showcase your interest, and for you to check that whether you can do very well in that additional responsibility project, right? So go and do. If it is, the chance is given to you, go and do in a full blast manner, right? So put a lot of efforts and then see that, and like keep doing this 1 or 2 or 3, and I'll tell you the magic will happen. People will look at you, a person of that caliber, right, who can do these kind of projects. So naturally the role change or the growth will reach you, right? This is the very interesting tip, or I would say magical tip. Go and apply this. The fourth important tip I would say is taking up a volunteer activity in the area of your interest. The volunteer activities could be ranging from inside the company or outside the company. So, for example, you have lot of interest and ability to lead a team. Okay, so you can go and volunteer in any of the CSR activities or any technical projects as a volunteer, right? You can show it up, right? So any projects, if it is happening, and go and volunteer yourself according to your interests. It could be CSR activities happening outside the company, or it could be wellness program, or it could be sports activity, or it could be employee engagement activity, right? Go out of the way, because you have that ability. I'm just giving one example, right? So you go and offer that to as a volunteer, right? That will showcase to the people that you have that skills and you have the ability to showcase that, and that will help you to grow in your career. Okay, so you can also look at volunteer activities outside the company, right? With the social organizations, NGOs, and in the society. Where do you live? All that. If you look at, I have this skill and where I can contribute, and you will find it, right? That's the mantra. Okay, so when you do that, and that will give a lot of enthusiasm for you to get the satisfaction, right? So I'll tell you some examples, right? Some people who came to me, right, and I found that they have the tremendous training potential, right? So even though they are from the technical background and they have lot of ability to tell this to all others, right? So after hearing from me this tip, like go and take up volunteer activity, they have taken up some of the technical training presentations inside the company, and some others they went to outside and then searched some rural schools and found the opportunity to train young students, and they started feeling fulfillment, right? That's how the volunteer activity can help you to get the fulfillment in your job. So you may be wondering, what is this? I'm doing this outside of my job, so how that will help me? Yes, it will help you, because the significant portion of your time, or at least a small portion of your time, you are spending on your liking activity. So when you come back to the work, even though you don't like, you will find some kind of enthusiasm is remaining there to do the task which you may not like, right? So but it's true that you have to do that. That's your main task. You keep doing this and you get the energy from this outside activity until a certain point of time, right? After that, magic will happen. Wait, right? Things will come to you. That's a fourth tip I would say for you to get interest and enthusiasm in your job. Okay, the fifth one, the last one tip I would say is, if nothing works out inside the company or volunteer activity or any of these four tips, then only you have to look out opportunity outside. Yes. So keeping yourself bored and doing a monotony work which inside actually you are not liking will lead to a lot of stress in the long run. If you continue to do that, and actually it will affect you, right? Even though you may be growing, or you may be getting the salary, or you may get the fame and you do some important project, all that, but that satisfaction, if it is not happening to you, you feel like life is meaningless, right? So the final point is, you have to look at the opportunity outside where really you will get the role which you like. Okay, so that you should be careful. Just for changing the job, you should not be doing, right? So for this, you watch my mid-career change series of videos, which is there in my playlist, and that will give you a lot of tip how to look at opportunities outside. Okay, so here the fifth point which I would like to say is to get interest in your job. Finally, you have to look at outside, right? This is what. Hope you like this ideas, and note down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and go step by step from 1 to 5, right? So act on it. Just noting down the idea or listening to the video doesn't help you, right? It will give you an idea. Okay, fine. But if it has to, if some magic has to happen in your life, and start acting on it, that will really help you to make you grow in your career. If you like this video, subscribe this so that I can reach with more ideas to you, and also press the bell button so that you will be getting the pre-show directly to that, right? If you feel like if this video can help any of your friends or colleagues, please share this. Right? That will help me a lot in my mission. You know my mission. I'm in a mission to help 100,000 people to get their full potential by getting into their passionate career and live a happy and satisfied life. Right? So through these videos, if I could reach out and help people give their full potential, that's the greatest thing for me and for you. Okay, right? So let's meet in a interesting question in the next video. Bye.